Okay, I apologize. Allergies are terrible, and I do not know why. We're in Florida. I guess the hurricane stirred something up when it didn't really hit us, but did. So anyway, there is somewhat of a meat shortage still because of the pandemic. We are, oh God, it's I think September, early part of September, and I wanted to explain that from someone like me that's been in the industry for over 20 years, Wade's Natural Market, yes and no, it's a shameless plug. But I've been selling meats for over 20 years. I grew up in Pennsylvania, Dutch country, so I grew up in the farming industry. Again, been consumed by it. So there is a shortage and there's not a shortage, and that's what I'm going to explain. And now more than ever is the time to support our small American farmers for many different reasons. In this video, I'm going to keep it real short to the point, and I'm just going to explain it as basically commodity meat, low grade meat, low quality meat, and a medium grade, and then the high end stuff, like the medium and high end stuff that I sell, even though there's a slew of grades of meats. But again, I'm just trying to keep this so everybody can understand and enjoy the video, I guess, if you want to say. But first, please support. I'm a small business owner. I don't distribute much meats anymore. I mainly sell like coffees, teas, drizzles, seasonings, more items that are easy to ship, and if it gets stuck in, with FedEx or whatever, it's, it doesn't get ruined, less ice packs. But anyway, print on demand, nutritional supplements, all the businesses are in there. But first, enjoy your youth, because if you were under 25, it's awesome. And you will understand what I mean if you're under 25 when you have to be an old man like me. Secondly, we are in dark times, and then the pandemic didn't even help, and what happened this week with more mandates is getting ridiculous. There's my political rant. It has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans, but just over the mandates of any sorts. And most importantly is say hello to your mother. Now the most important thing of all right? Not bad. All right. So, I've never purchased meat from a grocery store, as I've always been in the industry, so I've always supported small American farmers. And I like to know where my meat comes from, which is a rant that I'm going to step on for a minute. Me personally, I think when you go into the grocery store, not fast food, you go into a corporate chain restaurant, you go into small, which some do, a small restaurant, I think they should tell you where the meat comes from. Because someone like me, I'd like to get on my phone and research that farm and know where it comes from. But that's just me. But I think they all should do that. And then you know if you're really supporting a small American farm or not. So, you basically have, again, I'm trying to keep this simple, your grocery store meat, and then also a lot of restaurants sell what's called commodity meat. It's lower grade, lower quality meat. You see on the controversial ones on the farm where they're picking the cow up with the forklift, or the hogs are kept in small pens, chickens are all cooped up or whatever. It's just corporate America, ginormous corporations owned by a handful of people, or handful of corporations, and that's primarily what you're getting, okay? Take it as it is. Then there's the small American farmers, or small, like a co-op, where they take a group of small farmers to meet the demands of a smaller distributorship. And let's get into that. So then real quick, you have, the grocery stores, from what I heard, go to like a central distribution. All the trucks line up from all different grocery stores, pick up their meat for the day or whatever, a week, whatever, and pick it up, okay? You have a smaller distributorship, who I use, and you also have the bigger distributorships like US Food and Cisco's. I don't know, I don't deal with them, so I don't know, honestly, I don't know what quality meat they sell. But the smaller distributorships, I'm in Central Florida, so I deal with like Master Purveyors, Halperns. There's a few out of Miami that sell medium. They also sell lower quality, but primarily medium to high grade quality. I primarily deal directly with the small American farmers, ship it in, distribute it through Central Florida. Sometimes I do ship it, whether it be a Wagyu beef or a prime steak, just grass-fed, chickens roaming, and all that stuff. So hopefully you got that. Of course, if you don't understand that, feel free to comment, and I'll help you out. I'm just trying to keep this real short. So anyway, so now the pandemic hits, but your local grocery store is used to, again, I'm just going to throw out numbers, okay? I'm not just try to make it easy, are ordering 1,000 pounds of ground beef a week, okay? Now all of a sudden the pandemic hits. People aren't going to restaurants. So now you have, whatever in your community, say 10,000 people that aren't eating out, that are now buying from the grocery store. So let's just say it bumps up to 1,100, 1,200 pounds a week. Well, that's not just your local grocery store, that's the one down the block, a few more down the block, whatever. Thinking now you've got this nationwide that you only have a handful of giant corporations that are used to producing X amount of just ground beef. Again, we're just trying to keep this simple, just ground beef a week. Now all of a sudden, they need to up that 10, 20%. Well, we all know the cows already pushed the limit, or chicken or whatever, in the growth spurt. They've already sped it up in the corporations. You can't snap your finger, not like like fast food. I mean, not fast, like junk food. You can't run that plant 24/7 to make more cookies or pretzels or potato chips. You know, that poor animal can only grow so much. So now what was already possibly strained or maxed out is overrun. So that is the shortage in the grocery stores. But now what's happened though in, as far as like the distributorships and the small farmers, is they're overflowing with meat. When the pandemic first hit, the distributorships couldn't even give away the meat. They were selling it for below cost, and people still weren't buying it because it's so much more expensive than the grocery store meat, even though it's so much more better quality, healthier for you. So now, because remember, the smaller distributors, small American farmers used to producing X amount for people like me, the little ones that order it through the internet or have it shipped, but mainly for their local restaurants, they're shut down. And then they're shut down for months or years or whatever. So now all the small American farmers are being overrun with meat, and the poor animals are sitting there expecting them to be slaughtered, processed, and they're not, because again, the small American farmer is overrunning, and they're buying more and more freezer space and just keeping it in the freezers until, well, hopefully the pandemic gets over and everything gets back to normal. But even when it gets back to normal, the restaurants aren't at capacity. So the smaller farmers are selling meat, but it's just trickling down. Yeah, they're super stoked that they're selling meat, but it's not like they used to. And then even when it gets back to used to, they still have so much meat backed up. It's unbelievable. And that's what happened to a small farmer recently, is all of a sudden a whole bunch of restaurants open and just wiped them out of a whole bunch of odd stuff, which is cool. But he was like, oh no, I had all this meat and now it's overflowing. So I think I skipped something about this, but anyway, so the point of this is yes, your grocery store is overflowing on meat. I mean, I'm sorry, your local grocery store is shortage on meat because of the influx of customers, but hopefully now that more and more restaurants are getting open and hopefully get back to capacity, that everything will probably, I don't know, maybe 2022 will get back to normal. So again, I hope that explained it for you. Again, feel free to comment, and I'll answer any questions you have to help explain this better.